A very good afternoon, dear students. Stay happy and healthy at home. Today we will do our first chapter, that is networking concepts. Through this video, we will read the chapter and it will be explained to you side by side. We have already read about computer network and its components, advantages of networking medium, guided and unguided, that is wired and wireless medium. In wired medium, we have already discussed the different kinds of cables like Ethernet cables, coaxial cables, and optic fiber cables, and wireless medium like infrared, Bluetooth, Wi Fi, and WiMAX, and radio waves. So, both the mediums are used for the transmission of information. The information can be in any form like audio, video, text, graphics, links. So this kind of information can be transferred from one location to another with the help of guided and unguided medium. We had also discussed the different types of network, which includes PAN, LAN, CAN, MAN, and WAN. And apart from this, we have also discussed networking devices used to connect computers or the other electronic devices together in order to share files and resources like printers, scanners, and fax machines. So we have done like modem, hub, switches, repeaters, router or router, gateway, and bridge. Today, through this video, we will discuss the major terminologies used in computer networking, and while watching this video, if you have any doubts, please keep a note of it. I will clarify them when we will meet. So let's start. First is Internet.
Okay, students, let us find out about the networking terminology. Internet. The Internet is a global wide area network that connects computer systems across the world. It provides a variety of information and communication facilities. It consists of interconnected networks which communicate via standardized communication protocols. Intranet.
So Internet, sometimes it is called simply the net. It is a worldwide system of computer networks. So you can say it is a network of networks in which user at any one computer can get information from any other computer, and sometimes the user can talk directly to other users. Like right now you are watching this video due to internet only, or you are attending your live classes, your virtual classes these days, that too with the help of internet only. All the computers in network communicate via protocols. So what is protocol here? Protocols is a set of rules, you can say, or it is a system or a language of fixed rules that defines communication between two or more devices over a network. So like we speak to each other using a language, so protocol are the languages of computer which is used for the communication over internet. So internet is the need of the hour for everyone. Next is intranet.
Intranet refers to a computer network within an organization used to share files and resources of the organization securely. The private information of an organization cannot be accessed by any outside person as it is protected by firewall. For example, the employees of an airlines are interlinked with each other through the intranet so that they can access and modify booking and flight data. But the same information cannot be accessed by an outsider.
So intranet is a system of computers inside an organization that makes it possible for people who work there to look at the same information and to send that information to each other. So you can say it's a private network of computers within an organization with its own server. And this private network, the private information of that particular organization cannot be accessed by anyone outside person, any outside person, as it is protected by a firewall. Usually each company or organization or shopping malls, or you can say banks, they have their own intranet network, and employees of that company or organization can access the computer in their internet. So here we used a word firewall. Firewall, what is a firewall? Firewall is a system, or you can say it's a security system, which prevent unauthorized access to a private network. It can be either in hardware form or software form, or it can be a combination of hardware and software. Next is bandwidth.
Bandwidth. Bandwidth is the amount of data that can be transmitted in a fixed amount of time. The bandwidth is usually expressed in bits per second (bps) or bytes per second, or in higher units like kilobytes per second, kbps, and megabytes per second (mbps).
So bandwidth is the amount of information, you can say, that a particular computer network can send in a particular time. And we have seen in this video, it is often measured in bps. Bandwidth was originally measured in bits per second and it was expressed as bps. However, today's network typically have much higher bandwidth, such as bytes per second, or kbps, that is kilobyte per second, or it's mbps, megabyte per second, or gbps, gigabyte or gigabit per second, or even tbps, that is terabyte per second. Here bit stands for binary digit. It's the smallest memory location, the area of memory location, where either you can store 0 or 1, and 8 bits makes together 1 byte. Next is ISP.
Internet Service Provider (ISP). These are the organizations that provide internet connection to users. The facility is provided to the customers in exchange for a fee. Some common ISPs providing internet service in India are BSNL, Airtel, Reliance, Sifi, etc.
ISP, or you can say internet service providers, it's a company or an organization that provides services for accessing or using internet to an organizations or to home users for a fee. Without an ISP, you wouldn't be able to shop online or access Facebook, or even you cannot see this video on YouTube without connecting your computer to ISP. So unless you are connected to ISP, you cannot access any information on internet. The popular ISPs in India are BSNL, MTNL, Tata Communication, Reliance, and Sifi. Next is website.
Website. A website is a collection of related web pages containing images, videos, or other digital media. A website is identified by a same domain name, which is the address of the website. These pages are written in Hypertext Markup Language (HTML) and can be accessed via Internet. A website is hosted on a server on the World Wide Web. Each site is owned and managed by an individual, company, or organization.
Okay, website. Website is a page, or you can say the collection of pages on the World Wide Web that contains a specific information. For example, facebook.com, myspace.com, or our school's website, stlukeschooLHV.com. So website is a set of interconnected web pages which is generally located on the server. Websites are prepared and maintained by a person or a group of persons or an organization. The most common programming languages which are used to create web pages are HTML, JavaScript, CSS, you can use PHP. In this class, you will learn HTML and CSS for creating web pages. Next is web portal.
Web portal. Conventionally, a portal means a gateway or entrance. In the context of World Wide Web, a portal can be defined as a gateway to a wide range of internet services, such as email, search engines, e-commerce, etc. A web portal is also a website but with huge breadth of offerings. However, unlike a website, it does not contain information on any topic. Rather, it suggests web pages to the user to find the desired information.
So web portal helps us to bring information from multiple sources. So it's a gateway to www and helps us to bring information from various sources, from multiple sources. So you can say it's a customized website that brings information from wide array of sources. Like a website, web portal does not contain any information on any topic. Rather, it suggests the web pages or links to those web pages which the user where the user finds the desired information. And all the search engines nowadays, they are working as a web portal to present the information from different sources. For example, the examples of search engines are google.com, yahoo.com, msn or bing.com or ask.com. Out of these, Google is the most popular search engine worldwide. Next is a web page.
Nowadays, most of the search engines are acting as web portals to present information from diverse sources in a unified way, like Yahoo, MSN, etc. Web page. A web page is written using HTML and is stored on a web server. It is a digital page which may contain text, hyperlink videos, audios, images, tables, etc. Each web page is identified by a unique web address called Uniform Resource Locator (URL). Home page. It is the first page of
So, web page is a digital page of a website that contains information in form of text, pictures, audios, videos, tables, charts, forms, and links. A web page can be displayed or it can be accessed on a monitor or on a mobile device through a web browser such as Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome. The data found in a web page is usually in HTML format. Next is home page.
a website. It contains the main information about a website along with the links to other parts of the website. Link.
Okay, home page. Home page is a main page, or you can say it's a first page or a startup page of a website, like the first page or the index page of your book. Home page is used to facilitate the navigation to other pages on the site or article and pages. For example, a news website, that is timesofindia.com, or you can say tribune.com, they may present headlines and the first paragraph of the top stories with link to full articles. Next is link.
In data communication, a link is a line or channel that connects two devices. Data is transmitted between the connected devices through this channel.
Link is a communication channel, you can say, which can be guided or unguided, through which your data get transferred from one location to another. Next is hyperlink.
Hyperlink. A hyperlink is an image, audio, video, graphics, or text that connects one web page to another web page or to another section within the same page. Hypertext.
Hyperlink, you have seen here in this video that hyperlink can be an image, audio, video, or text, graphics that connects one page to another or to another section of the same page. So hyperlink points to a whole document or a specific elements within a document. It's a reference, you can say, to data that the user can follow by clicking or tapping on it. Next is hypertext.
Hypertext is the text with a special feature of linking to other documents or web pages. It can be easily identified on a web page as it appears with an underline and is usually in blue color.
Hypertext is a text with hyperlink. It refers to a word or phrase or a chunk of text that can be linked to another document or text. It is usually appears in a blue color.
Hypermedia. It is a hypertext that includes text, graphics, sound, or video. Uniform Resource Locator.
Okay, next is hypermedia. Hypermedia is an extension to hypertext only, which includes graphics, audio, video, plain text, and hyperlinks. The difference between hypertext and hypermedia is hypertext make you open new web pages by clicking on text links, the text which is linked on a web browser, whereas hypermedia allows the user to click images or videos, audios, graphics, and other media apart from the text.
URL. The Uniform Resource Locator denotes the unique address of a web page or a website. To open a web page, its URL is entered in the address bar of a web browser. An example of a website URL is http://www.wikipedia.com. I
Okay, URL. URL refers to the Uniform Resource Locator. It refers to the address of a website that specifies its location on the computer network, the website's location on a computer network. So to visit any website, for example, to visit our school's website, you need to type its URL in the address bar of your web browser, which is stlukeschoolhp.com. So stlukeschoolhp.com is the URL of our website, our school's website. Its various parts includes protocol and domain name. Next is IP address.
IP address, number addressing system. An IP address consists of a unique set of numbers, which is provided to each computer by IETF, Internet Engineering Task Force. It is a 32-bit numeric address containing a set of 4 numbers which varies from 0 to 225 and is separated by periods. It can also be used to access the web page instead of typing the domain name. An example of IP address is 205.198.0.1. Domain naming.
IP address or number addressing system. It's a numerical label assigned to each device connected to a computer network that uses internet protocols for communication. So when your computer is connected to a network, it will be assigned an address on the network called an IP address. So every computer in network is assigned an address that is called IP address. There are two ways to find IP address of your computer. If you want to find what is the IP address of your computer, the process can be different. It depends upon the operating system you are using, the Windows you are using in your computer. Like for XP it is different, for Windows 7 it is different. So by going to control panel and network and internet connection option, under that you have to click on local area network, and from local area network option you can get the IP address of your system, of your computer. Using command prompt also you can you can find the IP address of your computer. So you have to click on CMD prompt under start. So go to start and click on CMD prompt and then type IP configuration and press enter, and you'll get IP address of your computer. So all these IP addresses are provided by an organization, IETF, that is Internet Engineering Task Force. This is an organization which develops and promotes internet standards. This organization has its headquarters in US, in California. For example, http://205.198.0.1 is a address of a web page. In place of typing the domain name, you can also type its IP address in the address bar of your web browser. For example, 192.168.0.1 is the IP address of Google. So the different websites have their different IP addresses. To find wikipedia.com. You can write www.wikipedia.com, or you can write its IP address, that is 208.80.154.224. So this is the IP address of Wikipedia. So each device connect to the internet has its unique IP address. Next is domain naming system, that is DNS.
System. Domain name is a unique name given to each website or resource connected to the internet. Domain names are easier to remember than IP addresses, since name has strong correlation with the website. For example, the domain name for Google search engine is google.co.in, and for Wikipedia it is wikipedia.org. The domain name system (DNS) is the system in which domain names are translated into Internet Protocol IP addresses. Since the Internet works only with IP addresses, it serves as a directory for the web by locating and addressing devices in a worldwide network. A domain name consists of two parts. One is the name of the domain, another is the web extension. The name of the domain comes before the dot symbol, and the extension comes after it. The web extension tells the kind of organization and the country it belongs to.
So domain naming system or domain name system is like a phone book of internet. It's a phone book of internet. You can access information online through domain names like google.com, facebook.com. So they are the domain names of these websites. So when you type domain name, that is the website name, in the address bar of the web browser, a server behind the scene will map that name which you have typed in address bar to the corresponding IP address, and which is already there in the server database. So in form of 198.80.0.1, and get it open for you. So this is domain naming system. That's all for today. The rest of the chapter I'll be sharing with you with my next link. Thank you. Stay safe. Take care. Goodbye.